Achievable.
All right, but I know definitely on the thing we left off on is that whole excuses thing. You can't have it. I know definitely me. I always got to work hard. Everything I do, every little bit, every little thing, and I know, like everything I see you do, man, with all the work and the dedication. Talk about me drawing, man, but
I guess everybody got their own form of how they express themselves. I express myself through physical fitness. You express yourself through art and creativeness. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can't. 9 times out of 10, a lot of people can't create what you can create. But my form of how I look at things is always the same thing as, okay, you might not be good in weightlifting, or you might not be good in eating a certain type of food and all that stuff, but you are good in something. So whatever the hell you're good in, like I said, with my son, whatever he's good in, I'm gonna try my best to encourage him to be the best. Don't half-ass. Do what you do to the fullest. Like you with your art. I mean, you do what you do to the fullest. I watch you dedicate yourself. Like people ask me, Hulk, who's your favorite rapper? I'm like, 50 Cent. Like, why? I mean, it's not that 50 Cent is the best rapper ever. It's just the simple fact of I love his hustle. I love what he stands for. No matter where you come from and what kind of education you got and what kind of background you got, the whole thing is it ain't about then, it's about right now. And I didn't have a son until, he's 2 years old. So it's not about then, it's about now. And now that he's here, my main focus with him is to teach him how not like to be like me, but teach him to be the best him that he can be. So I want him to have options. I want him to have choices. Like, yeah, I could do what my daddy do and be successful because my daddy can teach me how to do that to the fullest. But I also want to find out what I can do to the fullest and what I can do to, pick myself up and make myself, because it's all about being comfortable. Just because you work a job don't mean you're comfortable at that job.
you're not lying about that.
What you do for a living, like I said, man, this is what you're comfortable at. I don't care what nobody say. If you could do anything in the world, what would you want to do outside of this? Now, even if you say, like, as much as me and you love games, we love games. Would we love to? I would love to create a game. You would love to create a game.
You're not lying. That's one of the first things I actually want to do.
But at the same time, like, you got to take your steps. How do you get to that point to where you can create a game? You have to have a mind and want to do more than what you're doing. And I encourage anybody, like when I'm talking to people, when they see me, like, Hulk, how can I be like you? Don't do that. Like, don't want to be like me. What I want you to do, if you get anything from me, get my strive. Get my hungriness every day. I was talking to my beautiful PA. I was telling her, as far as me, I love the fact when I wake up in the morning, I don't have to have nobody tell me, oh, you need to go look for a job. Oh, you need to get up and do something with yourself. Oh, you need to do this. I love the fact that I have that get up about myself and say, hey, I'm doing this, but I need to do more. I'm doing that, but I could be doing something better. Like this ain't just it. Like this is not it for me. When I was homeless, a lot of people, and they really had reasons to say, hey, I can't do this no more. I give up. But it's always had something in me just to keep my mind focused on, well, I'm homeless, and I don't have what everybody else have, but I still want something. Like, I want something. I don't have nothing, but I want something. So, 9 times out of 10, me getting that, me having the opportunity, God bless me with the opportunity to do that. And that's what I want, as far as with my son, I want him to know that God's going to bless you with the opportunity. I'm going to back you up. But just like this world, I'm not giving you shit.
Yeah.
Whatever you get, like, I earn my shit. If I'm training somebody, I could talk the game all day. But until we get in the gym and we start training, that's when you see if I'm really what I say I am. And people normally, like, when you watch me train, people, oh man, Hulk this, Hulk that. But when you watch me train, I'm looking at your face and like, damn, look at all them expressions. He picking up the heaviest shit, got veins and stuff popping out his body, and it has nothing to do with my look. It's my drive. Like, I gotta keep going. And I might tell you, oh, I'm doing 25 reps. Next thing you know, I did 35. You say, but you're only doing 25. I want more. I'm starving. They say, what's up, Hulk? How you feeling, man? I'm hungry. I'm starving. They think I'm talking about food. I'm talking about success. I want success. Like, you got to start from somewhere. I watched this man literally where he came from, and he never stopped. Every time I see him, he got more and more and more and more and more and more. And, people, oh, I don't need nobody. Bullshit. Yeah. Everybody needs somebody. And it's not the fact of, like I was telling Ann, I was telling her, your family help you a lot. They help you with this. They help you with that. They do this, for the baby and everything. And what do you do with that help? Do you use it as a crutch? Because sometimes parents don't realize that, and that's something that I don't want to do with my son. I don't want to be a crush to him, like, oh, I'm gonna help you with this and help you with that. But he feel like, well, shit, why would I have to go out and do it if you're gonna do it for me?
Yeah.
You know, like if you have somebody watching your kids while you go to work, that's cool. But in the process of how long are you gonna have them watching your kids? How long would that last? I mean, damn, they went to first grade, they was watching your kids. Second grade, they're watching your third. At what point do you say, well, when I get to the point where if you need me to watch yours, I can watch yours? And that's what I did. You know, my grandmother, she took care of me up until the point to where she couldn't even take care of herself. But I thank God for blessing me to where I could take care of her until the day she died. You know, she provided for me, and I stopped worrying about if she was gonna give me something. So that took my mind off of, all right, since I'm not getting, let me go get it so I can give her. Like she got, I mean, what can she do that I can't do? If she got cancer, if she had cancer and she was dying, how can she go out there and get money and I can't, without cancer, go out there and get money, you know? I always tell people, use other people's deficiencies to make yourself elevated. You know, you elevate yourself by watching other people. And I always tell you the same thing I tell anybody. Have goals. I don't give a damn what it is, have goals. Every week, always have a goal. This week I'm gonna brush my teeth this many times a day. This week I'm gonna eat this type of food this many times a day. Or this week I'm gonna take 2 days just to eat strictly fish and chicken. That's it. Just proteins, no carbs. Just proteins. I have different goals. I set a different goal. This week I'm gonna try to go. You know, I have to fill up my tank like 3 times a week. I'm gonna try to fill it up twice. I'm gonna watch where I drive. I'm gonna watch. Always set a goal for something. You know. I ask a lot of people like, "What you got going on? Like, what you doing?" They're like, "Oh, nothing, man. I'm chilling." Okay. Outside of chilling, what you got going on? Nothing, man. Just, you know.
Sitting back, you know.
Chilling, man. I'm trying to get it. If you chilling, how you trying to get it? As far as I'm concerned, when you sitting down in one spot, that's not you're not getting anything. I get off my ass, I make it happen. And coming from New Orleans and even coming to here, you know, even with Dallas. Dallas is one of the most beautiful places. If you can't make it in Dallas, you can't make it nowhere. I don't care what nobody's saying. You can't make it here in D-Town, you can't make it nowhere. But in the process of being able to make it, if a person gives you an opportunity, like for a woman who said, "Oh, I ain't never had a good man in my life," well, if you get one, that means you have an opportunity to elevate yourself because you're so used to creeps. You're so used to douchebags. Now you get a good man and you're like, what are you going to do with it? Like, what do you do with the help? The blessings that God give you, what do you do with that? Do you take it for granted? Do you dwell on the past? Oh, well, I remember when I didn't have it. Or do you take the initiative and say, oh, shit, I got a blessing. I'm going to roll with this. You know? CT Fletcher was a blessing to me. He helped me in a lot of ways. And when he said, son, I want you to use me as much as you can. Get as much information, as much knowledge, as much anything you can get it from me and use it to the best of your ability. I get information from him as a father. I get information from him as a man, you know, and not just training in the gym and working out tips and stuff like that, not even business tips, but life. Now listen, I realize that I don't know every fucking thing, and it's for the things that I don't know, I can be taught. Little kids can teach me something, you know? The new fads and all this other stuff, how can it help elevate me in what I'm doing, you know? You gotta have goals, you have a plan, you gotta also be willing to be versatile. Just because you stuck on art don't mean that's all you do. Because I'm stuck on weightlifting don't mean that's all I do. I like to act, you know? I like activities as far as, you know, I feel like if you put me in front of a camera, I can make it happen. You put me in front of a crowd, I can motivate them. You put me in front of some weights, I can lift them. You put me in front of some people, I can entertain them. You put me in the wrestling ring, I can do anything I want to do. Put me in a football field, I can do any position I want to do. Now, am I going to be the best at it? I'm going to have my Nixon, but I'll guarantee you when I get off that field, you're going to be like, he was on that field. I'm just going to give it 100%. I'm not going to fuck around. And that's what I like. My son, I want to teach him, it's not about me, it's about you. You. But you got to have a goal. You're going to have a goal. I'm not going to sit here and let you just, man, my daddy, you know, he make good money and, you know, I'm set. I'm straight. No, bullshit. Bullshit. Because if my daddy made good money, I wanted to make good money. But I didn't want his money. I wanted my money. So you need to go out there and get yours. How do you go out there and get yours? By not sitting on your ass, by getting serious. You see my last video? It's called Get Serious. Let's get serious. And that's how my life is. The hell with the bullshit. To females, you know, you want something out of life. You want a good man. You want a family. You want to make something happen. You want to, quote, not be independent and be all about yourself. Well, guess what, sweetie? You got to make the sacrifice. You got to go out there and say, I'm going to go out there and go get it. Now, of course, when you say I'm going to go out there and go get it, like, how do you get it? Easy. Somebody asked me earlier, well, what can I do as far as in the gym? I'm trying to gain weight. I'm trying to, you know, get thicker. I'm trying to do whatever. And when she asked me that, I was like, okay, well, I mean, just for real, you know, you're a personal trainer. What do I need to eat? And I just started laughing. I said, I got a question. I said, I asked you if you wanted to go to the zoo last week. And when I asked you about the zoo, how did you find out the information? She said, I just Googled it. I went on Google and found out what time they open, what time they close. Now I said, now what are you asking me again? How are you supposed to do what? I said, before I actually can tell you something, before I can help you, I need to see you help yourself. You feel me? Before I give you something, let me see you give it to yourself. Same thing with me and you talk. I told you, I said, you know what? You're going to start the journey, but you got to show me you want it. I'm not giving you shit. You can give it to yourself, then I'll assist you as you give it to yourself. Other than that, it ain't going to happen. If it's going to be on me just giving it to you, because ain't nobody never really gave me shit. Yeah, my boxing coach helped me get on my feet. Yeah, you know, I had people that, when I came down here for Hurricane Katrina, people helped me, but guess what? I was already helping myself. That's why they felt the need to help me. And if I wasn't, I'm a grown-ass man. Who's going to sit down and give a grown-ass man something when he ain't giving it to himself? People treat you how you treat yourself. When you see a person looking nice, you're like, damn, that's respect, because you see so many people that don't look nice. When you see somebody that's in shape, you respect, because how many people do you see not in shape? So it's something different, it's unique, but it's also respect. He respects himself enough not to look like everybody else. Same thing with an artist. When you see somebody really going out there getting it in, how come his work looks better than everybody else's work? Because he critiques himself. We respect that. Like, damn, I like his stuff, but I love your work, because you can tell you really put into you. You don't just half-ass, man, I'm just doing some things, you know, trying to get by. When I hear people say that shit is so depressing, man. It's like, damn, that's it? Okay. I know I won't be around you too long. Because you are who you hang around, right?
That's the man, I'm telling you. The state of mind to where dude, I had a girl, like a homegirl, and this girl had all the potential in the world. All the potential. I'm telling you, when we was 19 years old, remember back in the day when you came to the house? Mm-hmm. I wish I still had that video, but just the YouTube on and off, taking videos up, putting them down. I should have left all that stuff. I shouldn't listen to people telling me wrong information. But basically, she's getting jobs 15, 16 an hour when we 19, 20 years old. But her problem was I didn't want to work those hours. So she stopped working. So she gets another job. I can't sit on my phone in my job. Keep in mind, if you forgot about 2008, 2007, you used to be able to survive off $8,000 in a year. It was horrible, but you could still pull it off. I was like, but for somebody to be clearing where you got your own car in your name at 19, you know interest rate's hell. Right. Interest rate is hell at 19, 20 years old. And had your own apartment, not a roommate, for 7 years down the line with nothing to show for it. Like when I tell you, I can't even surround myself with people who don't want to do better. Like like y'all too, like I have containers for specific people like y'all. I don't even sit y'all stuff with everybody else's stuff. I'm like, y'all stuff, everybody's stuff is important, but the people who strive, like, is that serious? I don't cross work your stuff. Right. I don't cross work another guy's stuff. Like when it's people,
consistency.
Yeah, it's like, cause if it's somebody and it's like that serious, and it's one of the people who put that much dedication in it. Like when I do your stuff, man, it reminds me of a Sega game. I don't know if you remember back on Sega when you had Shinobi, you had one life. Mm-hmm. If you died, you start the whole thing over. Right. It's unforgivable, and that's one thing that I like mostly about.
But I want you to think about something on what you're saying, like repetitious, right?
Yeah.
I've been getting my shoes airbrushed from you since day one. I've been getting clothes done by you from day one. Airbrushing clothes, shoes, everything, you name it. I used to get hats and shit for no reason, just airbrush. I still got some of that stuff. So this is not something I just started doing. I always, even before I was sponsored, even before I got with companies and started polishing stuff, I've always wanted to have my own image. If you look at my tattoos, I had a cover up of me with weights in my hand with a cloud. But that was a black Jesus I got when I was locked up, and I got it covered up, and I got it with me as far as being a warrior for God, with my wrestling trunks on that I had, and tassels like the Ultimate Warrior on me. So it's not like I just jumped on a bandwagon. This was years ago, like 2006, 2007. So it's not like I just started doing what I've been doing with you. This has been something because I've always wanted to have. So that's what I mean. Like, I've always seen you do this. I just seen you get bigger and better at it. You've always seen me do this. You've seen me. I was lifting weights when you met me. And now God bless me to where I'm at now. I'm on TV. I'm doing TV shows. I'm about to do movies. I'm about to do, sitcoms, whatever, And it's the elevation of you seeing me and I see you. Keep getting it. Keep getting it. Keep getting it. Keep getting it from that house in Arlington all the way up here. Just getting it. I was there. I watched him do that. I watched him everything. And once again, the dedication to it, I can't do nothing but respect that. That's why when you see me with a group of people, whoever I let in my circle, they have to be unique. They have to be, because anybody can be bullshit. But it takes a certain person to be the shit. And if I fuck with you, you the shit. Because I only fuck with people who we have something in common. We have to have something in common. And at this point in my life, I've made my mistakes. I've had my trials and tribulations. But at this point in my life, man, I just want to be better. And I just want to be great. I don't want to be a good Kevin. I want to be the best Kevin. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be, if I'm a father, fuck it, I want to do it huge. I'm not trying to compete against nobody, though. I'm just trying to do the best I can do. Like, I don't care if another man treats you decent, that's fine. I want to treat you the best I can treat you. That way, at the end of the day, I look back, I'm like, well, I gave it my best. And if my best ain't good enough, I can live with that. But I don't think nobody can do that. When I do my best, I don't think nobody can defeat with my best. That's just my confidence, not cocky, my confidence. Same thing with you. When you do your best, there's nobody that can fuck with you. You gotta believe that. Because you've been so consistent, so repetitive, so repetitious on the same thing, but you only expanded. I ask you, how much that machine? That machine about 20 grand, that's about 24 grand. But you're investing money into things that you know, if you don't believe in you, who will?
Yeah.
If you don't believe in you, who will? If you don't show yourself that, hey man, I've worked this shit, why does anybody come around you and say, man, I think you worked it? When people have given me stuff, it's because they've seen my confidence. I don't have the best education. You know, I'm not the best looking person in the world. But I'll tell you this much, when you talk to me, you're going to see two things. You're going to see the real me, and you're going to see confidence. I don't give a fuck what you say about me. I'm always confident. You can't put a person down that has been to the very bottom. Step in my world, come from where I come from, see the things I've seen, you know, be locked up for murder. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and eat out garbage cans. Just lay on the ground and get marks in your hand and your arms and your body and stuff to where you got to cover them up with tattoos. And when you live like that with the worms and the bugs and shit like that, then you come and tell me, oh, well, I can do this better than you, but I survived. When I had other people out there running in front cars, killing themselves, I didn't. I wanted to. I even tried. I was no different. I just said, you know what? I'm going to make a different choice. You made a different choice while you're the only one doing this. And every time I see you, even what you're doing now, you're like, man, I need to do something bigger. And I love that shit. Because now I know that I can't sit on my ass. I got to do something bigger. And as a father, that's what I'm going to teach my son. Don't ever get comfortable. Don't ever get comfortable, man. Keep your motherfucking head focused on one thing, bettering yourself. Now, you ain't got to go out there and do a whole bunch of shit. I was telling somebody earlier, they were saying, oh, well, she in school and she want to be this, she want to be that. But when you're young, there's a whole lot of shit you want to be. I want to play football. Now, I wouldn't play football. I really don't want to get on the field and play football. Honestly, I don't. I used to want to wrestle. Looking at wrestling now, I don't want. I've actually been to the WWE. I went out there to FCW in Florida, the championship, Florida Championship Wrestling out there in Tampa. Just having that little sample, when I got there, I felt it. When I left, I'm like, this ain't for me. It ain't what it used to be, and it's just not for me. I've experienced all these different things that I probably shouldn't have never experienced, but then I ain't gonna say I probably shouldn't experience because it was meant. Every fucking thing that happened to me was meant. I accepted all. My grandmother being not here, she hubby and dead, I accept it because it's reality. People that I have in my life, I accept them because they're reality. But the one thing I can honestly say, man, is just my stride, man. I fucking wake up in the morning and I go to sleep at night always trying to say, what can I do more tomorrow? Like, what can I do? I don't want to half-ass. I don't want bullshit. I need to do more. And that's what I feel like is my Hulk. Because no matter how bad you beat me down, you can't kill me. I'm the only person that can kill myself. And you're a Hulk. You're a Hulk in your division. In the fucking art game, you're a Hulk. No matter how much they shoot you, you just come back strong. Like, okay, y'all move me out here. I just move to a different spot. I'm still gonna keep doing this shit. You're not gonna stop me. I got people like her in my life. You got people like your parents, people that actually support you and say, hey man, we believe in you, but you gotta believe in yourself. You're gonna say, oh, I wanna do some shit, and I wanna do, oh, I'm like, all right, what the fuck you wanna do? You say you wanna do some shit, but when they see you consistent, then, I mean, who can't support somebody that's consistent? That's all I'm saying. So, Merry Christmas to y'all. Appreciate y'all. Make it like Christmas time. Hope about to go eat some food. Hit this damn gym.